Well, Pat, pleased to confirm that you conclude our week of club stalwarts, we've called it, to be re-signed for the 2023-24 campaign. You must be really excited to go into what is your 10th campaign at Thornton Road.
Yeah, obviously really excited, pleased to be staying on. There's no other club I'd ever play for, I say this every year. So yeah, very, very happy with it.
In terms of next season, fair to say continuity, particularly in your area, the back three. We've still got a couple more players to announce, but exciting going forward that we've kept so many from last year.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously finished fourth, so Mike and the rest of the coaching team are going to want to keep a lot of those players on because obviously they've put us in a very good position. So that's a good start, and then hopefully with the additions that are yet to be announced, we'll go into next season flying.
And in terms of next season, it'd be fair to say we want to continue to build. You've obviously been here for a long time. There's been ups, there's been downs. We seem to have laid quite a few building blocks actually, and have built for a number of seasons now. What do we need to do next season to ensure that we continue that trend?
I don't think a lot really does need to change. We got into a position last season where we came above teams that are full time. We're the highest placed semi-professional team in the league. So obviously we have aspirations to obviously push that as hard as we can. Hopefully take a few more scalps next year against some of the big teams. I think that's really what we've got to aim for.
Without trying to ask you to cast your mind back too much, in terms of when you first arrived at Thornton Road to now, what are the good things at the moment? What's changed? What's stayed the same? Because there's been no real other decision for a couple of years for yourself to stay at Bedford. As long as we've wanted you, you've stayed.
Yeah, as long as I'm wanted.
You know, it's a case of there's obviously things that keep you coming back here at the moment.
Yeah, I mean the main thing that stayed the same the whole time is the support. Ever since I played my first game here back in 2012 or whatever it was, yeah, the fact the support here has always been the same. Like there is no better place to play in this league, in my opinion, and many people agree with that. So that's always stayed the same. Obviously, as we've gone through like periods where we've had larger squads, different joined with different with Saracens before, had their like different players coming in through those avenues. I think, yeah, at the moment we're in a really good place, and we'll take it into next year.
And how has your role progressed in that time? Because it's fair to say on the social side you do very well for this club, but in terms of that, you've kind of had to lead as well in your position. You're the longest serving current player we've got at the moment. Young players coming in, particularly from Northampton, as you've mentioned, but within our own core squad as well. How much have you changed in the last 10 years?
Barely at all. And yeah, like you said, I think my role maybe isn't so much on the pitch in terms of leading and setting an example, as it were. But obviously got to run out as captain this year, which was yeah, a massive honour to me. I never expected that to.
Well on cue.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, running out as captain, never expected that at all. So was really, really proud of that moment. So it just shows that although I'm more of a leader off the pitch, I can occasionally do it on the pitch too.
Yeah, not on the pitch. 140 games for this club. I think Bouge 147, Dino slightly over 150. A wealth of experience between the three of you, all reconfirmed for next season. Target for you personally to get to 150 this campaign? I
mean, yeah, obviously it's a marker that not many people get to at any club. There's a few that get, obviously, like you said, Dean's there now. Bouge will definitely get there next year. So yeah, hopefully manage to squeeze 10 games in and get that 150.
Let's look a little bit away from what is the 23-24 championship campaign for you. Really delighted to announce that you've been granted a testimonial year in 2023-24. It's been an incredibly proud moment for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd have said to me when I came down here all those years ago that I would still be playing here 10 years, I definitely wouldn't have believed you. Yeah, I mean, this club itself means a lot to me. The town does as well. I've lived here for the majority of that time. So yeah, very honoured to be granted one.
And in terms of a testimonial year, there's obviously going to be lots of different things. I know it's still pretty new for you in terms of trying to build and progress that. But can you just give us any inkling as to what supporters can look forward to over the next 12 months?
Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, like you said, very early stages, just sort of putting the pieces to start organising stuff together. there'll be a lot. I'm sure we'll obviously have the big game at the end of the season, which will be great. Trying to do a little bit more to do with minis rugby maybe as well, just because obviously my background in teaching. I think it's an important part of also the wider rugby community in Bedford. So hoping to try and do something along the lines with that as well. But yeah, lots of fun to be had.
Yes, and I'm sure supporters will be eagerly awaiting that. Pat, many congratulations on being granted a testimonial, and we look forward to seeing you back on the field in 2023-24.
Thank you, Ryan.